Shalom. First of all, I want to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rik HaKodash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, the bishops who taught us this truth and well. Peace and salutations to the Akim out here pushing his word in sincerity, truth, and in faith. Shalom to the Israelite foreigners. Those of our people that very well may look exactly like the other nations, but their heritage through their father's seed line goes back to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, the Hebrew Israelites. And shalom to the few Aqua, the sisters that's out here listening in all humility. I have another lesson, and I want to entitle it, Why are you afraid of a man that shall die? Okay? We're not supposed to be afraid of this devil, man. Okay? Evil E. Because the rulership that he has, it comes from Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. Okay? So let me get that real quick. So let's get these scriptures. Just a few scriptures. Okay. We're already in Job. Alright. Everybody should know this. Job 9:24 says, the earth is given to the hand of the wicked. He covereth the faces of the judges thereof. If not, wherein who is he? Okay, and that he is the Edomites. The wicked is the Edomites. They were given the earth. Okay, so you shouldn't be afraid of someone who was given something from a higher power, and then that which he was given is going to be taken away from him. Okay, very soon. All right. We're to fear the Most High. The fear of the Most High is the beginning of wisdom. That's when you start to understand, what's really going on and how the Lord set this thing up. Okay. He set it up for the wicked, the evil people to be a sword against his people for going off, for breaking the law, statutes, and commandments. Okay, that's the reason why they're in authority right now. It's not because they are great and that they were meant to rule forever. Okay, because they're not meant to rule forever. They are meant to rule for a certain period of time, to execute judgment on the Israelites. Okay, you don't never really see them doing too much to these other nations. Okay, especially not just personally, like they'll kill out people. It's all in the news. George Floyd, all those names. Okay, leave them laying in the street, for the whole day. Okay, just executing vengeance of the Lord. But that's the Lord that did that. Okay, so we're not supposed to be afraid of this devil, man. Okay, we're supposed to have our hope in Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, because that's the end of it all, man. Okay, that's the end game. Is our deliverance and now going into the kingdom of heaven, man. All right, the Lord is going to deliver us. So let me get this chapter 51 in Isaiah 51. It says, hearken to me, ye that follow after righteousness, ye that seek the Lord Yahweh. Okay, you're supposed to follow after him. It says, look unto the rock whence ye are hewn, and to the hole of the pit whence ye are digged. Look unto Abraham your father, and unto Sarah that bare you, for I called him alone, and blessed him, and increased him. For the Lord Yahweh shall comfort Zion, okay, his people, Israel. It says, he will comfort all her waste places. And we're in those waste places now. And he will make her wilderness like Eden. Okay, Eden was what's the word? I'm losing my words these days. It was like a paradise, okay? And her desert like the garden of the Lord Yahweh. Joy and gladness shall be found therein, thanksgiving and the voice of melody. Hearken unto me, my people, and give ear unto me. Okay? It's the Lord speaking, O my nation. For a law shall proceed from me, and I will make my judgment to rest for a light of the people. My righteousness is near. My salvation is gone forth. And this is Yahweh Shai speaking, And my arm shall judge the people. How about Shemel Shai, rather? It says, the isles shall wait upon me, and on my arm shall they trust. Okay, and that's what we're doing right now. Okay, we're trusting in Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai through all these things that Esau has going on. Okay, all the things he got in the news, all the things that we hear, Lift up your eyes to the heavens and look upon the earth beneath. For the heavens shall vanish away like smoke, and the earth shall wax old like a garment, and they shall dwell therein and they that dwell therein shall die in like manner. But my salvation shall be forever, and my righteousness shall not be abolished. These are true words coming from Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai that we have to trust in. Okay? Hearken unto me, ye that know righteousness, the people in whose heart is my law. And who people is that? Those the Israelites, man. Okay? And those right now are the Israel of the Most High, the elect. Fear ye not the reproach of men, neither ye be afraid of their reveling. For the moth shall eat them up like a garment, and the worm shall eat them like wool. But my righteousness shall be forever, and my salvation from generation to generation. Awake, awake, put on strength, O arm of the Lord. Awake as in the ancient days, in the generations of old. Art thou not it that hath cut Rahab and wounded the dragon? Art thou it, not it, Slot, which has dried the sea, the water of the great deep, that hath made the depths of the depth of the sea a way for the ransom to pass over? Therefore, the redeemed of the Lord Yahweh shall return and come with singing unto Zion. Yeah, we're waiting to get redeemed. Just like the sea was made dry, and we walked across, to flee from Pharaoh. And the Lord split the Red Sea, and the ground there was dry to walk on. This is the same type of salvation that's coming. Okay? You can't lose sight of that. This is what we have in store coming for us, man. Which is a beautiful thing. It says, therefore, the redeemed of the Lord Yahweh shall return and come with singing unto Zion, and everlasting joy shall be upon their head. Okay? They shall obtain gladness and joy, and sorrow and mourning shall flee away. Yeah, because the Lord is going to enact the second covenant. The second covenant, whereas he's going to write the law, statutes, and commandments on our inward part, program us, okay, to be all righteous. There will be no wickedness in us at all. We'll be 100% righteous, okay, and that's going to last for eternity. It says, I, even I, am he that comforteth you. Okay, who art thou that shouldest be afraid of a man that shall die, and of the Son of Man which shall be made as grass, and forgettest the Lord thy Maker, that has stretched forth the heavens and laid the foundations of the earth, and has feared continually every day because of the fury of the oppressor, as if he were ready to destroy. And where is the fury of the oppressor? Right, there ain't gonna be no fury of the oppressor when the Lord takes over, man. Okay? All that's gonna be like a bad dream. Like the movie Waking Up, and what was that? Eddie Murphy movie, where he woke up. It was all a bad dream. What was the name of that movie? Him and Dan Aykroyd. Man, y'all know the movie. It says the captive exile hasten that he may be loosed, and that he should not die in the pit, nor that his bread should fail. But I am the Lord Yahweh, by Shem Yahushai thy power, that divided the sea whose waves roared. The Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushai of hosts is his name. And I have put my words in thy mouth, and have covered thee in the shadow of mine hand, that I might plant in heaven, that I may plant the heavens, and lay the foundations of the earth, and say unto Zion, thou art my people. Awake, awake, stand up, O Jerusalem, which has drunken at the hand of the Lord Yahweh the cup of his fury. Thou hast drunken the dregs of the cup of trembling, and wrung them out. That's what we did, okay? And all that came from Yahweh Shem Yahushai, but he's telling us now to awake, that he's going to take us out of that, man. Okay, and this is what you have to have faith in. This is where you have to have your mind, okay, that the Lord is coming to rescue us now, to redeem us. Okay, it says, there's none to guide her among all the sons whom she hath brought forth, neither is there any that taketh her by the hand of all the sons that she hath brought up. These two things are come unto thee. Who shall be sorry for thee? Desolation and destruction, and the famine and the sword. By whom shall I comfort thee? Okay, nobody came to our rescue, man. Okay, no one is coming but Yahweh, Bar Shem Yahushai, man. He's going to send his son. Okay, it says, thy sons have fainted. They lie at the head of all the streets as a wild bull in a net. They are full of the fury of the Lord Yahweh, the rebuke of thy power. Therefore, hear now this, thou afflicted and drunken, but not with wine. Yeah, y'all drunken with these philosophies, with all of this madness that's going on in this world. It says, thus saith thy Lord, the Lord, okay, Yahweh, and thy power that pleadeth the cause of this people, of his people. Behold, I have taken out of thine hand the cup of trembling, even the dregs of the cup of my fury, that thou shalt no more drink it again. So, and this is our last captivity. We're not going to go into anything like this ever again. Okay? The Lord's going to see that we never have to do this again, man. We're gonna be perfect. Okay? And He's going to be pleased with us. All right? This is what you have to believe. This is the treasure in heaven. Okay? It says, but I will put it into the hand of them that afflict thee. Wow. Yeah. Okay, He will put it in the hands of them that afflict thee. Let me just get that right quick. Real quick. This is Deuteronomy 30, chapter 30, and chapter 30, verse 7. It says, and the Lord Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, thy power will put all these curses upon thy enemies and on them that hate thee, which persecuted thee. Exactly. So the Lord's going to take all that off of us and put it on them. But I will put it into the hand of them that afflicted thee, which have said to thy soul, bow down, that we may go over. And thou hast laid thy body as the ground, and as the streets to them that went over. Yeah, they're steady, pushing us down in the street and devouring us. Okay, they have plans. They have military, police, AI, robots. Okay, they have food, using food, water, air, education. Everything is against us, man, in a very severe, harsh way. All of that is against us. Okay, they don't go to bed at night unless they find a way that they're gonna put us in some type of slavery, or put some type of affliction on us. Okay, but the Lord said, why you scared of Him? Don't be scared of Him. Okay, because the Lord Himself is going to come and avenge us. Okay, so we're supposed to be hearkening unto the Lord. Okay, and keep the kingdom of heaven, keep that on the forefront of your mind. Okay, that we're going to get there. That's the end game. Okay, no matter what happens in between, the end is going to be, we're going to end up in the kingdom of heaven, blessed of our power, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, man. So I'm going to end it right there. Lord willing, it was edifying. Until the next time, shalom.